Hello, Miss Sarigi here with Adyn,
Hello.
and we're going to do a video to show you about how density is affected by temperature. All right, we have here 3 beakers of room temperature water, and to start our experiment, we're going to use some of this green food colored water. This is also room temperature, and that's our control group because our independent variable is the temperature of the water, but we need a control group so that we can compare our results. So Adyn's going to get a pipette of this green. Go ahead. And remember, don't ever point your pipettes at people because that's not appropriate. You could hurt them. All right, he's going to put it into this beaker kind of in the middle. And let's see what happens. So it kind of goes down and sinks. And then let's sit for a second and see what happens. And it's sort of just hanging out down there. When we did this a little bit earlier, it started to kind of move up. And you can sort of see it actually. It's starting to rise a little bit and kind of hang out. It's not quite at the bottom if you can see. So it's kind of just sort of staying where he put it. It looks like it's sinking, but we'll compare that in a second to another one. So now we're going to get the hot. That's red. This was boiling a few minutes ago. And this is really important that you keep that pipette down. And let's compare how this behaves. He's going to put that down in there and release it. And immediately, if you can take the pipette out, you'll notice that it's rising. So this hot water, this almost boiling temperature, it's rising. And that's because it's a lot less dense than the room temperature water. And so it's going to rise because the less dense it is, it's going to float up on top of the other substance that's more dense. Now we're going to go here. This is cold water with an ice cube. He's going to put that in. And that's super cool because immediately, pretty much, it just goes right down to the bottom. Some of it takes a little bit of time, but it's very quick comparatively to some of the other ones. And it's kind of splashing up there, but you can see how quickly, and that's because the cold water is way more dense than the room temperature water. And therefore, it's going to just sink right down to the bottom. All right, so there you have it. So we know that the green one is behaving kind of a little differently than I expected, I think. It's kind of at the bottom, but there's like a little bit of gap there, so it's actually kind of doing what we sort of expected now that I see that. It's sort of just like floating, it's going up. It's not sitting at the bottom, it's kind of sitting where he put it, which is what we would expect. And then we've got this one right here that's not, or that was super hot, and so it's very much less dense, and so it was rising. It's kind of warm, probably warmed up or cooled down a little bit. And then over here we had the one that was cold, way more dense, and so it sank. So there you have it, a little lesson in density and temperature. Thanks for watching.